Hi guys, welcome back to my Let's Play series. This is going to be episode number 26, and this is going to be a little bit of a, what would you call it, like a maintenance video. I did a bunch of work offline. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I have done a bunch of work offline, and I'm embarrassed to say that a lot of that work was actually meant to be done on camera. And I had the recording software running. I had the I had all my stuff set up and ready to rock and all that kind of stuff. But of course, in my infinite wisdom, or at least I'm gonna blame my creativity, got the best of me, and I completely forgot about hitting the record button. Not that I was actually talking or anything like that, but I was thinking maybe do like a time lapse or something like that. But you know, well, that happened. I also did a bunch of tweaks to a few things, so let's go showcase a few items here. Okay, we're gonna start with the cargo hub, or whatever you want to call this. So what we did, oh, that was fun. Okay, that was kind of awkward. So what we did is we dropped in the double stack cargo station. Now, I was doing a lot of learning, and I was actually listening to Yumbledore and his YouTube channel, and he actually discussed this at length and offered some really great solutions for better traffic flow, especially when it comes to rail and cargo traffic. So what I did was I redesigned things a little bit. I created like this little extra slipway. I got rid of the big 4-lane center median road piece that wasn't very busy. Plus, with everything hiccuping, I'm bouncing all over the place. We're experiencing a lot of traffic congestion here with trucks coming in, going out, and all that kind of stuff. So we did the adjustments. I lengthened some track work, and then I brought in the double stack here, and things improved a lot. Traffic almost died off completely, but I think I know why it died off almost completely in this area, and let me show you why. Let's head over here, and we're actually going to go into Just Hanging's area, or just between his resort zone as well as the not downtown commercialized district. I dropped in one of these guys. Now, this is the freight terminal. I believe it is a downloadable asset, and I threw it in here with an underground rail system, just because this entire area was chock-a-block with truck traffic. Everything was coming in over here. Like, as you can see, like, there's still quite a bit of vehicle traffic trying to get into this area. That's mostly because this Mill Park zone was recently built, so a lot of people are still trying to get in there to provide services and stuff like that. We'll have to look at that at a later time. But this whole area, everything was trying to get out on this roundabout and then try to get up onto the highway, excuse me, which was in turn clogging up this area. It was clogging up the industrial sector, and as you guys should recall, at least I hope you guys recall, there was a lot of abandoned structures in this area. So I basically just turned on demolishing the abandoned and demolishing the burned down structures and stuff like that, just to kind of clean it up. I really didn't want a like just some abandoned industrial sector, and no offense to anybody who lives in Detroit, but I did not want my joint looking like Detroit at all. So we cleaned it up. We got rid of all the extra, or at least all the useless buildings, right? And then some other general I guess shortcuts, or life improvement. I put in a little slip road off the side here, and then I built this little bad boy right here that kind of whips around, and this was in hopes to increase traffic flow back into the forestry district, plus create kind of like a little like an internal closed loop for the forestry section, so they can get their product out to the train station, as opposed to going on the big roundabout, clogging traffic, trying to cross and all that kind of stuff, and coming back through here. So that cleaned up a lot of stuff. That helped a ton, and I'm quite happy with how things have resulted. And if we take a quick look here, we are up to 64%. In fact, that's down from 80% from a few episodes ago, but being offline as I was building some stuff, it was a bit of a disaster. So I'm hoping to continue to improve upon the traffic requirements or the traffic management, but I think we're doing okay here for now. We'll have to let this go for today and get back to it at a later time. I'm really not liking this area. I just kind of put it in to clean it up, but it's really like topsy-turvy and stuff, and I don't know. I'm not sold on it just yet, but there's an awful lot of people passing through here, which does help reduce the amount of vehicular traffic in the area. So let's get back over to Pasty's downtown district, and I don't want to show that kind of showed off what was already there, and it looks like I broke a train line. How did I break the train line? It was working just fine. Like literally, it was working just fine a minute ago. What the heck? What did I break now? How could that be the breaking thing? Because that's just weird. None of that should be broken. Alright, well, I guess we'll come back to that at a later time. So, back in the downtown district. So this is Pasty's downtown district. You guys remember we did a bunch of work on camera, and then off camera I did some even more work. And let me kind of tilt it down a little bit. See that? What do you guys think? I know in Instagram a lot of people were commenting, or I should say liking it and all that kind of stuff, and people were making some comments on, where else did I put it? I put it up on my personal Facebook, and some friends of mine were very impressed with how it looked and all that kind of stuff. So I think it looks rather fantastic. I'm very pleased with how things came out. This took me a few hours of just fiddling and tinkering and building smashing and building mashing and all that. So what this is a whole combination of vehicles driving through buildings. What are you doing, Mr. F350 Super Duty? Yeah, okay. That was kind of weird. Excuse me. Now, what we've done here is we created this little civic park in the middle of the downtown district. I imagine that there's not going to be a lot of like the downtown area is not going to be super duper dense, at least with the office structures and all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of holding off on building some new, or at least expanding the downtown district, I should say. I'm hoping to keep it a little bit on the low-key side, and then maybe if it really does blow up, we'll continue on the other side of the train tracks over here. But I'd have to make sure that another highway connection comes in through here. So proposal 2 could be a possible expansion zone. Maybe we'll turn it into a residential expansion as well. And I'm going to be right back, guys. Give me 1 sec. There we go. I had something caught in my throat and I needed to get it cleared out. So anyway, let's get back into the Civic Park here. So I did designate this whole area as an actual park zone, and this allowed me to put in a lot of the park assets and stuff like that you're going to see in here too. So what we got is we have I don't remember where it's from, but it looks like it's King Leno, and just a City Hall generic asset. And then this building here, I'm quite happy that somebody modeled this in City Skylines and on the workshop. This is actually one of 3 structures that is part of the City of Calgary Municipal Complex. And those of you who are just joining me now and have not listened or watched any of my previous videos, I do live in the City of Calgary, and I'm quite proud of my town. I love being here and all that kind of stuff. And I was very tickled when I found out that there was a Calgary Tower asset. There's and then there's a municipal complex or a municipal building. So a little bit of kind of like a background. There's 3 structures to the entire complex known as the City of Calgary's municipal complex. In this area here, there's actually a structure, the original City of Calgary Town Hall. Nowadays it's called Historic City Hall. It was built back in 1910 to 1912. It currently does house the office of the mayor, plus the city clerk's department, which is basically the administrative side of the city of Calgary, plus the offices of the councillors. There's a couple other offices and meeting rooms in there that are kind of iconic, that are not necessarily open to the public, but civilian committees can use some of those meeting rooms and stuff like that. And then later on in the 70s and 80s, they built another structure, which is actually this little squarey box right here, which is actually called the City of Calgary City Hall Administration Building. And it's just an auxiliary structure that they tacked onto the back of historic City Hall. Hey, Mr. Helicopter, you can stop now. And again, it's just a small square. It's actually quite an ugly looking 4-story building that houses additional administrative departments. I believe more people from the city clerk's office works out of there, city archives, and parts of the records department also reside in there as well. And then beyond that, and then that was in the 70s? 60s or 70s, and then in the 80s, in 85, they built this structure. Now, this structure alone is called the Municipal Building, and inside the Municipal Building is the rest of the administration structure, or the administration body. Everything from engineers to permits and development personnel, the city cashiers, payroll, human resources, and all those kinds of things, right? And then this backside here, these are again more offices and workspace. And then these areas, if I remember seeing it, there's actually, in the real life thing, there's actually a little alleyway down here. That's a garage that will take you underground. These are loading docks and garbage bays, like garbage bin bays down here. And then out back here, along the road, normally this would be there's a playground back here for a daycare, which is on this floor right here. Now, this building isn't completely, totally accurate. There are stairs that take you up to the second floor on the back, because the second floor of the municipal building is actually the main floor, and then the ground floor is actually the parkade. So anyway, there's a little bit of history about the City of Calgary Municipal Complex. And then the other stuff that we've put in is we just got some generic office buildings, we got some parking structures, and then we have the park assets like these chessboards and the plazas. I did download these sunken plazas the other day, and I thought they actually looked pretty spiffy. If you ask me, I think that looks pretty good. They're really nice. I'm kind of hoping that more citizens would partake in, hanging out there and all that kind of stuff, but they're still nice to look at. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. If there's any more that needs to be added here or anything like that. And then, of course, what we also did is we finished building the monorail system. So I do have 2 lines. I have a clockwise and a counterclockwise. I still haven't built the metro system just yet, because I was waiting for another day where I had the energy to dig into the underground or offline and start building connections and all that kind of stuff. But I think what there'll be 1 or 2 stops we'll connect it that way. We'll do 1 or 2 stops we'll connect it this way, and then we'll call it a day and be happy with that. So yeah, I think Pasty's downtown district is filling out nicely. The rest of this is going to be less, no residential in this area. We're going to do some residential probably in this back section right here, and then the rest of it's going to be office and commercial. But beyond that, really nothing else in the way of development. I might put in some more parks and make it a little bit nicer, but I think we're doing pretty darn good with the park development at this time. And in fact, I'm actually going to turn, because it's City Hall, I'm going to turn the requirements to pay, turn that off, and encourage people to come in so we can start putting in some more stuff down there. All right. Now, what was the next thing on my list? I showcased City Park. Oh yeah, what I also want to do, not want to do, but what I want to show you is I started building this little Y junction off the passenger rail line in hopes that we can get over to the oil sector, because this area is really lacking on both a name. So if you guys want to have your name written in, you want to be immortalized in Lunaville, then please drop a comment in the box down below, because I would really appreciate that. Makes me feel good that I see those comments down there, and I enjoy talking with everybody. This needs to ramp up production. Plus, we're in dire need of people. Like, this is really not doing so great. So, what we're going to do first and foremost, is we're going to put in a passenger station, and it's going to be a very low-key, very boring, not a bypass station. Let's do this. We're going to put in this very small railway station. I don't want metro, I want train, I want choo-choo, choo-choo. And I'm going to do this. Now, I do recall me putting one in a long time ago, and it just didn't go. It didn't work out at all. In fact, you know what? I'm going to see if I have another rail station. I thought I had another, like a really, really thin, not that one. I thought I had a very small, very narrow train station. Is this it? No, that's not it. I have an underground one, but I don't, what's the point in putting in an underground one when there's so much space up here? Anyway, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get this guy to parallel all the way down, and then break it off at some point, and then have it merge with the Y junction over here, and we're going to make it fit. So let's go into a very, very quick time lapse, guys. Incidentally, you might hear my phone dingle, jingle, or make some beeps or noises, or it might actually ring. I'm expecting some contractors to come by today. We're trying to get some work done, some emergency repairs done to the bathroom, and we've had one contractor come by this morning, and we're hoping that the other two show up soon, because I've been waiting for the second guy for the last 15 minutes to show up, and he's not here. So let me take a quick look out the front door, see if the guy's patiently waiting for me outside, and then I'm going to get into the time lapse. I'll be right back. Okay, well, after a whole bunch of messing around and breaking my game and all that stuff, we've got the two routes complete. So we've got unlimited one, or we've got number 1 and number 2. I've been struggling with some naming conventions, but we've got 2 lines. So we've got line number 1, which is essentially the purple line, which goes over to the downtown core, and I guess I gotta fix that bus for some reason. All the way around to Just Hanging's area and all that kind of stuff, which is great. So that one's good. That one had to be redone a few times. And then I've got a new red line, or a burgundy line, that takes us all the way over to here, to this new station over here. So this is going to be the Oil District train depot, or the train or the passenger station. I didn't want to bring a metro out here because it just, unless I'm actually building out to this area, I wasn't really interested in doing that. Okay, so what's the other stuff we got to do? We got to do workers' barracks in this area, because we don't have any workers' barracks. We have do we have an oil maintenance building? I don't think so. Let's put in an oil maintenance building, and we're gonna put it. You know what? Let's just plop that bad boy in right here, and I'm actually going to. We're going to level it with everything else just to make sure that it fits. And you know what? I'm okay with that. So the maintenance building is in, which is great. And the next thing we got to do is we got to do workers' barracks. And I'm thinking we're going to put it right across the street from the train station. We're not going to have a lot of vehicular traffic up here. There we go. We're not going to have a lot of vehicular traffic up here, so we're just gonna throw these in, and let's level this out a little bit just to make it a little bit nicer. Okay, so that should bring in. That's got to bring in more. That's going to have to bring in more people or more traffic and whatnot. So we'll let that go for a little while, and we'll come back to it. The other thing, what else do we need to do? What was the other thing I needed to do? Oh, the fishing village stuff. Not fishing village, but fishing industry. So I've got a plan. I've got a plan and I've got a dream, or whatever. What I would like to do is I want to put in, let's actually just start the ball rolling here and get it going. What I want to do is I want to put in some fishing industry stuff in this area. Just fill up this little spot right here, and then maybe come around this ways a little bit, and then have some fishing trawlers coming out into the bay in this area. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to, instead of having the fishing industry, like the industry buildings back over there, I'm thinking we should have it here somewheres, or when they bring everything in, maybe put the fishing district stuff, or I should say the fishing industry stuff, maybe down here, or fling it up here, or we can actually run it down along here, along the highway or along the train tracks, and have kind of like a little secondary thing, and then maybe connect up the road. Maybe not connect up the road, but maybe connect it up in some fashion that it'll look good, or at least not look as bad. I was also thinking about putting the fishing industry stuff here. Let me find the fishing industry stuff. Fishing industry, blah blah blah. Okay. So what do we have? We have a fish factory which takes in fish and produces commercial product, I think. This is a fish market. This is going to be it's sold directly to the residents, which is good, so both of these will be beneficial. And then we have a fish farm, which is like sustainable fishing and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to get into that. We might do a couple maybe on this side, but what I really want to do is I want to do the fishing harbor and have them over here and put these guys in here. Oh, look at the size of this bad boy. Wow. He's huge. And he's bottoming out on the... he's bottoming out here. Oh well, no big deal. So yeah, I'm thinking we put a guy in here? Do we want to put a dude in right here? No. Maybe there's no noise issue. Maybe we can put one... No, let's just do them over here. Yeah. Do one here, and that juked just at the last second. Very nice of them. And then we'll throw in another one right here. So we'll get two going, and we're gonna level these off. So we're gonna make this one, actually we're gonna make both of these meet this height right here. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to unlock these roads, I think, and then connect it up here. Or we'll just connect the two together, just straight and boring, just like that. We'll connect them up like that, and then we'll connect it up to the pathway. Not the pathway. We're gonna move the pathway here temporarily. Pardon us, guys. And then we're going to get you out. Actually, let's do... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do a straight line. Like this. We're going to connect it up like that. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the eyedropper tool. We're going to get the walking path majigger thingy out and running. And then we're going to do that. That looks a little bad, so we're gonna raise this guy up just a little bit so it doesn't look quite so horrendous for the people walking down the pathway. And just like that. Perfect. Okay. So we've got electricity going to this little zone. We need water coming into the fishing trawler joint. Now we have water running, and now we need to do the fishing thing. Let's do the fishing thing, shall we? And what are we going to get? We're going to get anchovies, which is grand. Just like that. That should be enough, I think. And then we'll leave an option. Maybe we can put in a couple more down there. And I've got the weather thing going on again. Let's turn that off and bring it back up to here. There we go. Okay. Now you're working hard. And you're not happy about noise for some reason. What's your problem with the noise? Actually, I think we're okay. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Let's just leave that the way that is. And we'll get these guys, look at these. These guys are already grinding away and getting their fishing trawlers out. Now the efficiency is showing 0 right now, but we're gonna learn, we're gonna get into that, or there's gonna be more of that, or the efficiency will come up. Holy crap, I can't talk. The efficiency will come up more as we as the ships return, and we can find out like when they do their loop and they come back, we'll find out more about that. All right. And then what I also want to do, or not what I also want to do, what I want to do is check on this guy. These guys seem pretty busy, which is great. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Oop, wrong button. We're looking forward to seeing more of that happening. And then I think we're going to put in, I think I want to do like the fishing industry stuff here. Yeah, I think that's going to look, pretty cool, in my opinion. So I just need to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I think what I would also like to do is I want to connect this road here. I'm going to bring it down to here and maybe do the fishing market will be going up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do the fish market up there. All right. Okay. We'll do a straight line down to about there. And then we'll do a nice lazy curve to here. Yeah. And then that's 8 units. And that's 8 units. And then we'll just connect it up. Whoop. No, we want you to connect. That's fine. Because we're going to slope this out, I think. We'll go here, we'll go here, we'll go here, and we'll go here. We'll call this the top. Ooh, that just looks atrocious. I wonder. I got a bug on my microphone, guys. Bug on my microphone. I apologize for the claps. That annoyed me. Let's get our node controller out if you want to stop saving, but that'll give me a chance to drink some water. Are you done loading? You done saving? Can you finish saving, please? Okay, we're done. Now I want to make that sloped. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. We're still going to lower it down just a little bit more, I think. Just like that. There we go. That actually looks okay. All right. And then, you know what? I think we're going to go to here. Get to that level, I think. Yeah. Get on that level. And you know what? That actually ain't bad. That's not bad. We'll do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then we'll do this. And slope the objects. Oh, much better. That looks much nicer. Yes. Much, much nicer. And who are you guys? You are... You're a... Ooh. What? Who? What? Who? Where? What? Where are you guys coming from? Oh, you're the loop. Oh, okay. You go over there and you drop off your customers. Okay. Oh, this would actually not be a bad idea. I'm going to take a split half second here, guys, and I'm going to move this stop over here. There. And then we'll put one in here because we're going to have the fish market in this area. And let's get Senior Fish Market in. Oh, that's a monster of a building. I forgot how big this guy is going to be. Let us... Do I want to put it there? Overlooking... Well, let's see how it looks. And not terrible. It's not... Actually, I like it. It looks kind of cool. I'm okay with that. What do you guys think? I'm okay with that. You guys should be okay with that too. And what we'll do is we'll bring a... Yeah, we need to definitely work on a lot of our areas and zones and stuff like that because it's severely lacking in attention. Okay, we got the fish market in, and then the other thing that we got to do is we got to get this fish factory in. And I'm thinking we either put the fish factory in here, or should we be putting it in over here? Or should we have the fish factory at our island base? Because this would be our island base, our island, the island commune. Now that creates ground pollution, so I don't think that would be a really good idea. Efficiency 100%, but there's no trucks in use, which is a little worrisome. I wonder if there's going to be trucks at all getting out here. Maybe this was a bad idea to put the fish trawlers out here, maybe? Well, what's done is done. I think we're okay with that. Let us... We'll do maybe do the factory up here. I really don't want to have it there. I wanted it to be like somewhat reliable on like getting to the main, like getting to the mainland to acquire their, you know, to acquire all their stuff. I wonder, maybe we could do a factory here, or we could do a factory. You know what? Let's put the factory here. Whoop, too far. There we are. That's where I want to be. We'll do the factory right across the street. I think this. I think this will look okay. This will look pretty darn good. What do we have? That's gonna be a problem. What do we got? We got. That's all commercial, and then there's the old folks' home. Okay, so we need to not put it close to the old folks' home because that will just cause noise pollution problems. Let's drop it here. This should be okay. Yeah, I think this will be okay. What we're actually going to do is we're going to move it over just a tiny little bit. I think we're going to get it right on the edge of the noise zone, the noise gate, and then I'm going to push it back a little bit with the Move It mod, just so we're still connected, but the props aren't meshing through the road here. And then last but not least, we're gonna smooth this guy out. I didn't really want to smooth out the hill too much, but this needs to be done. I gotta get this cleaned up to make it look a little bit nicer. Bring this down a little bit here, and we'll clean this up. Hopefully clean it up just enough so it doesn't look quite so terrible. There we go. That's okay. It's softened enough, but yeah, doing business here. I think we're good. I think we're good. So there's a few workers there. There's a few workers there. We don't have water coming into the zone or into this area. So let's get the water going. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of go up the hill a little bit and then bring it around. And we'll connect it up to there. Bam. Now we don't have any more water problems. Most excellent. Okay. I'm going to put in a couple more trawler port thingers here. And those are technical terms, so don't give me any grief over it. Can I connect you? No, you don't want to connect. You're stubborn. Alright, let's run you out a few blocks like this. And oh, come on. Okay, there. Are you happy now? And we'll do that. And we'll make it this level. Actually, let's try to get it there. Yeah, there we go. That should do. And then the last thing we're going to put in is more trawler routes. And we're going to go out. Let's go out into this area here. We'll go this way. Go out like this. Out like that. Like that. Bring that one in, and then we're going to kind of go out this way a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got 4 trawling things, 4 trawling facilities, or whatever the heck you want to call them. Oh, come on. There we go. There. Now we'll see how everything works out. I'm really hoping that these guys would be shipping their product down to here, and I really don't know if they are or not. Because I really wanted them to ship the product over to the cargo depot, and then a ship would come and pick up stuff at this harbor, and then bring it to the other harbor over there. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I guess we could wait. Ooh. Is that a fish truck? That is a fish truck. Oh, grand. Okay, so it is doing it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. That makes it feel a lot better. Because this will drop off the product at the harbor as it gets around. Maybe he can get in before the ship docks and unloads everything. Oh, he's done it already. Okay, that's enough out of you. You're going to the eco market. Where are you going? I want to know where you're going. You're leaving. Oh no. You're going over to this hub. Oh, grand. Okay. So I wonder if that means that you're a nice looking ship. Very nice boat. That was terrible. Can't believe I did that. What else? So through all of that, they're going to have to travel through town. I'm thinking I might have to create like a bypass road of some sort and connect it up down here, like kind of like start here and kind of go through this area and maybe connect it into this area here. I think I've got a couple ideas for like some, like a really low-key over-under type job, which I think would look really good. I'm gonna have to work on that. I'll try to fabricate some setup of some sort that will fit. And these guys are at 100%. They've got all their boats are out. I think it's like 2 boats per building or something, or a hecking lot more. But it looks like everybody's full, which is groovy. I probably don't even need them to be out this far, but you know what? It's okay. And then, so you guys are full. When you guys are full, you should be bringing in some fish. I wonder if a truck will spawn. I'd very much like to see a truck spawn, because I want to see if they actually bring the product up to here, because we're still not seeing any trucks coming in, and there's no fish coming in here either. So, oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so in order for the fish market to be in operation, we have to have commercial goods coming in, which means this joint needs the fish. So I actually do need fish trucks. Fish trucks? Fishmonger trucks? You know what I mean. The trucks from these guys and from those ones across the bay need to come, or across the channel, need to come in, and then a truck, some sort of delivery needs to be made here. So I'm expecting some delivery trucks to be showing up soon, I hope. Maybe? I guess we're gonna have to like hurry up and wait and see if anything does show up. And that could take a while. I don't know. We're gonna have to, we might have to wait for a little bit. And I'm not going to wait a little bit because I'm expecting another contractor to be showing up very, very soon. Ooh, who are you and what are you delivering? You're the garbage truck. I don't need a garbage truck. I want a fish truck. So maybe with luck, while I'm working in offline mode or off-camera mode, maybe a garbage truck, a fish truck will be showing up soon. So anyway, we will hold tight. We will wait and see. There's not a garbage truck. Great. Well, at least we got a lot of garbage trucks, right? Yes. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I've got a whole bunch of video now. I now have to edit. I've got some adjusting and some work to do. I will do what I can to create some sort of nice-looking over-underpass. Maybe go over the train tracks here. Kind of, you know, maybe meander along behind the university or along the lakeshore here at the same level. And then kind of do like an over-under thing. So it'll go over the train track, but it'll go under the avenue and maybe have some sort of like below grade, not below grade, like this will turn into an elevated road, and then we'll have like a oval about or a roundabout underneath, which would allow me to create additional roads into this area here. So into proposal number 3, which I think Pasties had said that he wants to see some sort of an entertainment district or sportsplex type setup put into this area. So yeah, I think we're gonna rock it like that. We're gonna continue on with our builds. I think things are going well. I really like how things are coming along. I know these episodes are getting long and high numbers, but we still have a lot of work to do, guys. I mean, we're still building up towards an airport, additional rail transport, and all that kind of stuff. You know, even building the SpaceX launcher or the Chirp launcher, whatever the heck it's called, or maybe not SpaceX, but you know what I mean, the shuttle and the rockets and all the fun thingamajiggers, and we want to get that built. We want that as like a centerpiece, and there's a lot more things to do. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. The bell notification icon will let you know the moment I upload some new product onto the YouTubes, onto the interwebs, and you'll be able to grab it and watch it first thing it goes live. You know, sanitize everything, wear your face mask, enjoy the warm weather. You got to get out there. You can't always be sitting in front of YouTube, even though I would love for you to sit there and watch all of my videos over and over and over again. You know, where else am I going to go? My script that's in the back of my head kind of took a walk there, so I'm just going to stop talking. And have yourselves a great day.